Cardano speaks so much about the journey, and we know that, right? So you're the second group that's coming here, spoke about the whiteboard. You know, the whiteboard was started on a theory, right? On an idea. And it captivated an audience. I tend to think about the story you just shared. How 2008, 2009 was a tough time for you. You wanted to figure out how to get out of that. And there's a lot of people out there right now that are trying to figure out what is crypto. And I think your story really encompasses it perfectly. Crypto is about the people. It's about escaping a centralized system that usually you find yourself underwater in and finding out that other people that have experienced what you just experienced in a decentralized way are trying to come up with ways to find solutions. So that's what the whiteboard spoke so much about. I'm wondering if you wouldn't mind sharing your stories. Can you see yourself maybe putting your own whiteboard together for those in the future that want to know why you are doing what you're doing beyond just where you are today? Why you feel like someone else should join you on this journey? Because that's what we're trying to do, right? We're not trying to convince people, and I think that's the problem with the crypto community. People think we're shilling. We just really want to extend the opportunity that we're so incredibly grateful to have been the recipient of. How would you see yourself bringing someone in? I'm going to make it difficult, okay? 3 sentences or less. You know, we can go to 4 sentences. No one is counting. So no pressure. Does anyone want to start first?
What is the actual question?
The question is, how would you, if you had an opportunity, an elevator pitch, same way that Charles would always spoke for a lot longer, trying to bring people into this community, how do you experience the whiteboard in real life? You're now innovators, you're ambassadors, you're part of the community, you're part of this economy. How do you pitch that to someone else who wants to get into crypto or Cardano? Why would someone want to be a part of Finley's journey? How does that work? These questions get tougher.
It's the 3 word or sentences thing that gets me, but I can definitely answer the question.
Go for it.
So, as an artist, my approaching this space has been unbelievable. I was a fine artist, a photographer, a video editor, and I've lived in New York for 14 years, a very good place. I went to work in top fashion schools, I worked in the industry of fashion, I worked in major agencies, and it wasn't giving me enough. As a creative, you don't get enough. You don't get enough. It's a shame. So for me, when I think of this space, not only have I built a community of people that support my art and utility project, but to see that these people have bought my work, I've probably over 1,000 pieces I've sold in the last year. So that is my number one thing as far as as an artist, as a creative, it's unbelievable. It's just, even just a small thing like a PFP on Twitter, the amount of people that have my art as their PFP, it still hasn't sunk in. So I say, again, it's so important for people like freelancers and creatives. I really do.
Well, for me, I have to say, is the true sense of globalization. The way that we collaborate with one another, it's not possible without crypto. Because I have been able to support people in Vietnam. I have to shout out to South, by the way. And to see how that translates in other countries. I'm from South America. I'm from Venezuela. So we have probably the crappiest coin there is in history of money, right? And I can see something going, living in a paradise to living in a nightmare. And also with the whole 2008, 2009 situation that I lived firsthand, I can tell you the tools are there. But they don't want us to know. And there's a reason why. And what brings me to crypto, what makes me such an ambassador to this technology, to everything, is to bring this to the people that need it the most. Because together, we can sustain ourselves. We already do this, guys. We already collaborate together, but without the tools necessary for us to make it to the next level. The crypto does that. So what I want is to try to translate this to my friends. It's a struggle. I'm not gonna lie, it's a big struggle. I did it. I watched that video. I was touched by that video too. But I was already on my journey. How do you get to somebody that hasn't started their journey and speak to them today? It's a challenge, and I'm not gonna lie. And I'm there right now, trying to figure that one out. But I'm going to make it. We're all gonna make it.
Okay, so it's a big question, but I believe that blockchain is the future, 100%. And the reason that I believe that is because decentralization equals freedom to individuals, and that is extremely important. Freedom to have your own medical records in your own possession, freedom to have your own finances, and you control it 100%. Where right now, the legacy financial system can shut it down, and you will not have access to it. That's not right, but it's a reality. So with crypto, with Cardano, you have the freedom. So crypto really equals freedom. You have the ability to control these things yourself. And if you want to know more, Cardano.org.
More
there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Love that.
Check out the essential guide.
Yeah, read all that. I think your brain will just be like, boom, there's so much on Cardano that's going to better the world.
Here, do you care to share with us?
Yeah.
Well, we were talking a little bit earlier on about our story. So I got into crypto in 2019, 2020. I just tweeted about this earlier on. When I first got into Cardano, I fell in love with the whiteboard as well. And at that time, you couldn't buy Cardano in New York City on an exchange. And I was such a rookie. I was disappointed. And so I ended up moving.
Shout out to Beatrix.
And that's the power of having a community, right? And so I ended up moving to Miami to just buy some Cardano, which was insane, but I believed in the project so
I was
much.
going to say inside.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta go there.
You are more than welcome to join. And so a little over that, I think it was in 2021, I wanted to start an education channel just about what you mentioned earlier on, what everyone has here as an ambassador and as someone who has a real story, real fight, I would call it, real life, you know, and someone who's an artist and followed the proper channels, went to the right school, and now sees the artist actually blowing up in a way that no one taught me in those institutions, which is just bizarre. For me, I wanted to give someone that experience trying to explain it. I was walking on 181st Street one day on my way to my favorite cafe called Jacob's, no, not Jacob's Pickles. Uptown Garrison, and I bumped into Gianna talking about global warming. You know, she was an advocate for global justice, climate justice, and I thought, that's a narrative that I know is going to get this, you know, because blockchain is going up. I introduced myself to her as a creepo. I'm like, my name is the longest first name in the world. I want to start an education company. Do you want to join? And the rest was history.
I really like you, yeah. I got into a little bit of crypto before I met you. I got my here. You don't need to echo it. Yeah. I wasn't into Cardano though, but I had a friend who was like, crypto or gold. Or like, I did my research on crypto, did my research on gold. I was like, I think crypto's an up and coming thing. I think gold seems to be more centralized, like people are manipulating it. It seems like an old guy's kind of thing. Yeah. I want to do more research on crypto and I want to do some research on crypto. I'm like, I think this seems promising. So I originally got into Bitcoin, a little bit of Ethereum as a joke. Like I don't like Ethereum, but I got into like $12 of Ethereum as a joke. But then I met you on the street.
That's pointed at me now. That joke did me.
Yeah, right.
So I met you when I was just tabling about climate change on the street in Washington Heights, and you told me about Cardano, and I was like, that sounds really interesting. I did my research, and I learned about how it's more energy efficient than some other blockchains. I really love that. I love how it's super peer reviewed. There were scientists, engineers, programmers behind it, and they were really sound and made sure everything was working properly. They didn't rush through it. So I really like that. I like the products they're building, how they had a purpose, they had utility, and they're actually going somewhere with a
I do
vision.
think that sustainability is extremely important. Cardano supports, and that's the sustainability. So I think that resonates with a lot of people. That resonates with me. I don't want to destroy the earth to get crypto. So. No, that's all I want to say. It just kind of went off the book.
I don't want to make this about me because you guys are the stars, but I just want to add a little bit to the story. I grew up in New York City. I was born and raised in New York City. I grew up with a single mom. Shout out to Carmen. And there was an interesting dichotomy that happened where I grew up extraordinarily poor in a city where every time I turned on the television, this was about the city of opportunity. This was the city all the movies were basing their stories on, and I just couldn't figure out why we were where we were. I went through the educational system. I tried my best. I started a company, a real estate investment firm, and I did that. And I made a small investment in Cardano. First, emotionally. First, because my investment, as you mentioned, Cardano is your heart. It came from a place of, I feel like this is where cities don't matter anymore, where I'm no longer a statistic, where I am no longer the son of a single mother in a poor neighborhood. I'm a part of something, and I am someone that can learn something and bring this to other people. And if I join that revolution, whether I make money or not, that's the value. And so 3 years later, to sit amongst people who, I by the way, for those that are watching this, I met Finley yesterday on a tweet. On a tweet, the God's honest truth. Hey, I mean, again, Finley's story is just so incredible, all of your stories, but Finley is an artist. Here she is struggling, and now she finds herself in the biggest NFT conference, going to speak on it, and then takes a photo of her picture in Times Square. This is the power of crypto. This is the story we're trying to communicate to you. This is not about shilling Cardano. This is about our personal story, our real story. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that. It is blockchain, and it is about opportunity. There is some part of us that is embedded in the coin, so to speak. So just want to thank you guys for showing up. Oh my God, so emotional.
Don't cry.
Shout out to everybody. I do want to ask another question. I know I ask terrible questions here. Everybody's nervous, but you know, I just spoke about how I invited Finley to join the live stream literally yesterday. Amazing. She wanted to join. Talk a little bit about your relationship. You think?
That's easy.
Okay, I thought the question was going to be tough. Talk a little bit about that.
That's part of what Cardano is.
I love hearing the origin story.
Get our Finley going.
So, since last year in Austin was my first event, I was totally winging it. As a founder, you know, I feel it's important to get myself out there, and somebody really put hey, that extra ticket. Let's go it. Definitely probably bother a couple people because I'm like, can I sleep on like under the bed? But it worked out. And I remember meeting Lucy there specifically, and she's such an angel. And what was great about Consensus is it was very small and intimate, and it was Cardano really stood out. And I always say I'm not trying to be biased, but there was something about that Cardano booth that none of the other booths, just nothing about it.
What about it? Like, put it in a few words.
The energy. I think that energy is
Yes.
illuminating. Yeah, the energy is really illuminating, and I think it was the firstly for me, the first time where you went from talking to these people on Twitter for like over a year to finally coming together and connecting on the same level, because Twitter is very deceiving, and I think But yes, and we can get really nasty, and the truth is, I can say, but a lot of people are kind of jerks online and real life are not jerks. So I found that too. And the internet can cause you to
And
be
vice versa.
Way too.
oh, most definitely. So so we're coming together as a family. As a family, really, it's just been incredible. And we're all have this understanding of each other, and I think that's what makes it really powerful.
I met Finley. She was doing silly posts on Twitter. And I dig that. I was like, keep it up, girl. Like, I like it. I like it. You're doing something different. That's what I like. That's what, kind of like what I like to think of what I do is my role is empower people to come here and do their thing. That we're here to create, right? What for me NFTs represent in this whole big picture of what crypto is about is this is where it's happening, guys. NFTs is where technology meets creativity. And where developers get to express their creativity more and creators get to get more into technology. And I think that is what's creating this world. We're imagining this world and we're making it happen. We're making it happen. And this ladies right here, I love them both. Like Lucy is my sister. Like Finley.
Add us to this group.
We shared a bed together.
This is we're starting fine.
We've shared beds together. We've done things together. We've traveled together, and it's like
I've been to more places than anyone in my life.
Really? You're not sick of that.
it's so true. Oh my God, I love you. So this whole family, Cardano to me is my family. But whatever it is, since this is the last question, I just want to put it out there. It's bigger than this, right? Cardano, it's about solutions. Cardano is a solution. There are many solutions to many problems, and we're using technology, creativity, and the power of real globalization. I mean, this is what makes it so amazing. We're solving these problems that we've been waiting for others to solve for us. And that is incredible. So if you have the chance to go to any of these events, even if you're not into crypto, just for the people, for the energy, just to absorb some of that, that's all you really need.
We don't bite.
Yeah, exactly. That's all
It's safe.
We don't buy hard.
Bite a little bit. People bite.
That it's about creation. It's a power of creation. We're entering the era that we're connected with the power of creation within ourselves, and there's no limit. No limit. So yes, and I love you, girls.
I love you. I'm gonna get all teary-eyed, y'all. Like I'm misty.
This is what we're doing here.
I'm misty. Okay, so one of the things that I've met these ladies, of course. It's been almost a year, yeah. But it is one of the most impactful relationships from crypto that I've had. One, it's really difficult to find women in the space. So when we find, we're like, oh my God, you're a girl.
You exist.
Oh my God.
You're not just a Twitter bot. You are real.
And it's not that you're just girls, because we are here because that whole statistic of this just a guys club doesn't scare us. We're here, right? And we don't want to make it about, oh, we're just girls, you gotta treat us special. You don't. But we're happy to be here and be part of the mix. And what I have noticed in the Cardano community is that the guys are amazing and they are so welcoming to women, which I've heard like the opposite, like in Ethereum. In Cardano is completely different. I really feel like the men really support us, like they help us. It's not a guy-girl thing. It's just, let's all get there. We are all gonna make it. In my tagline on Twitter, it's WAGMI, because we're all gonna make it together, right?
Love that.
And I love that everyone is welcoming. Everyone loves each other. I mean, this meetup, I've met all of our queens, right? But I do have to do one shout out to this lady right here. Jenny, she is the true OG. She is one of the first women that I met in the space.
She's one of the first women in contact.
Yes, and she is incredible, y'all. If y'all don't follow her on Twitter, follow her now because she is invaluable. Her experience, her words of wisdom, that she is there to just share it with everyone. And this is the caliber, quality of people that are in Cardano. So I am extremely happy for my journey. I've met so many wonderful people that have become like family, honestly. And you gotta just come. You gotta come to a real life event because there's nothing else like that.
I want to ask all of you one more question.
That's what we do.
I know all of us have had really good experiences with the Cardano community as women in the Cardano community, but what's your advice for women just getting into it, either in NFTs or in crypto, and if they're intimidated or they don't know what to do yet, what advice would you give them?
Honestly, I can't say there's one woman in the Cardano community that I felt like wasn't or supportive. That's what was so beautiful before meeting each other. It was insane how much support I was getting. I mean, honestly, again, being from New York, it's a pretty competitive place, and no girls are complimenting each other. Ever. So I think it was really, for me, really threw me back because I wasn't used to something like that. But it's been beautiful because I've always been a giver and I've always wanted to give that positive, way to people, but a lot of people don't really act that way or are not open. So I just found every woman to be again, there's not that many of us. So if there's followers me that like in a love place, hello.
Oh my gosh. We're named after one.
Well, for me, I have to say, like, own it. Own it. Like, this is your place. This is our place. We're building a world for all of us. There's just everybody can bring it to the table. Be a stepping stone for other women. Don't get discouraged when you get some random person telling you that you don't belong here. Because you're going to come across some crazy people that say some crazy stuff. And when that happens, treat it like they're crazy. People don't react to crazy people, right?
You pray, girl.
That's not it. We are real people, they're real women, and we're all here to support one another. There's a lot of, everybody here is amazing. Crypto is for those who believe that we are people. That's the most important, the fundamental thing about this movement is that we matter. We matter for who we are, and we're here to empower one another by empowering ourselves. So empower yourself. Don't ask for permission. Don't wait for others to tell you when you can come in or speak or have an opinion or have an idea. Have it, share it. If somebody does not share it with you or doesn't welcome it, move along. There's plenty of us out there, and the majority of people in the crypto community, and Cardano, of course, is my home. I want to speak in a broader, aspect, but Cardano definitely has something special. The community in Cardano is just absolutely amazing, and a lot has to do with the way Cardano takes itself. Like it's a serious thing. It's about building something that's gonna last forever, right? It's a blockchain of blockchains. It's about being a solution that remains, and that starts from diversity, empowerment, collaboration. So if you don't find that, you're in the wrong place. This is the right place. So keep moving until you find us, you find somebody, and don't ask permission. Just go for it.
Yeah. Oh, sure. So the advice that I would give to women that are coming on is one, be fearless. I mean, one of the things in crypto is we're always on Twitter. We do Twitter spaces. You can definitely find a lot of information going to Twitter spaces, and then be brave. Go up and speak and ask questions, because in Cardano, I can't speak for other blockchains, but in Cardano, they will answer you. And do not be afraid to ask questions. Number two, follow all of us. Because if somebody gives you a hard time, they
They got you.
And
We'll start our own Twitter spaces
right,
just for you.
right, and exactly. I mean, like a Q&A. But either way, like Twitter is crucial. You'd have to get a Twitter account just so that you can figure out what's going on in real time. And then the third one is don't give up. I mean, it's a big world. Crypto is huge. There's a lot to learn, but I promise you it'll be worth it. And just fearless, be brave and stick it out, because it's worth it.
Thank you so much. When we think about Cardano, there's so many different apps that are happening on Cardano. What I just feel compelled to say and give a shout out to another awesome program that's running on the blockchain right now, World Mobile Token. It's doing incredible things, and the reason I thought of World Mobile Token right now is I think that the sentiment so far, from what I can gather, is we are connecting in Cardano the unconnected in every single aspect of the word. Whether you have Wi-Fi or you don't, whether you're in, we just spoke to someone who is from Dubai, his partner is from New York, and his other partner is from England. We are connecting the unconnected, people that typically have to meet in person. We're saying if you are online, we are willing to talk to you and express to you our level of excitement and gratitude, and we want you to be a part of this journey. We are all, what is it? We're inclusive in this community. So I certainly want to thank all three of you for coming today, for dominating this interview, crushing it, and just letting everyone know that Cardano is a place where you can absolutely just really, just crush it, I guess. I don't know.
Don't shut down those balloons. They're good balloons.
Yeah, and don't mess with these women. As you know, they'll start a group and they'll come right after
You
you.
be nice to everybody.
You better.
One more thing before
We
we
bet a
go.
little.
Yeah, one more thing before we end this amazing interview is, where can people find you? Where can people, do you have a Twitter? You want to share your Twitter?
Sure.
All right.
Keeping it simple. It's my name, Finley, F-I-N-L-E-Y.
I am on Twitter, and I'm in many other places, but I recently, shout out to Nudes right here, we started a little something to aggregate all the events happening, everything that's happening in Cardano community, so you can find me at OmegaSwan.fun. So that's where we're trying to tighten up this boat, right? We got so much going on, and sometimes it feels like we don't find out about it until the last minute, so we're trying to solve that problem. So yes, and I'm also on Twitter. My name, Jenny, last name Brito, aka Daddy O.
So you can find me on Twitter. I'm there every day. It's sad. I love it.
No, I've made it worse.
My real name is Lucy, but you can find me at ADA Gurl, ADAGURL.
Look her up.
4, Eva, EVA.
ADA Gurl forever.
Awesome.
Forever.
Excellent interview. You want to come by? It's still going on. Cardano NYC NFT event here at
Frames Bowling Lounge.
Frames Bowling Lounge.
Midtown.
Come by, meet us, and we're rocking with you. Thank you so much.
Woo!